So let me give you guys a tour of my Captain America collection. For this video, here's the Marvel Now Captain America. Here's the Sam Wilson Captain America. There's the Bucky Captain America. That is the first appearance Captain America. That's the Ultimate Cap first appearance. There's just the classic costume over there. First appearance of the Earth 616 Cap. And there's the Steve Rogers, Commander Steve Rogers costume over there. This isn't all of them, there's more. Here I have the stealth costume from Captain America the Winter Soldier, and then I have the First Avenger costume, and then here's the Civil War costume. He's all beat up there. I have Ultimate Captain America right there. That is the First Avengers movie Captain America, and over there is the US agent, so he's not even Captain America. I love Captain America, what can I say? Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to Draw It 2. My name's Ramney. This is another episode of How to Draw, the show where I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw Captain America as he appears in Civil War and I guess in part also in Age of Ultron, in Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, Captain America has been one of those superheroes whose costume looks really good in the comic books, but when you translate that to the big screen, it's just going to be a huge mess. It's just really gaudy, it's awkward looking, and it's literally the American flag draped over somebody like in spandex. Imagine how horrible that could have been. I mean, all you have to do is look back at that 1990s Captain America movie to see how horrible a literal translation of the comics Captain America costume would have looked like in the big screen. But in a stroke of genius, what they did in Captain America the First Avenger was the smartest thing to do. They turned that costume and made it into a tactical uniform. The colors were still nice and bright. It had the motifs that we've come to know from the Captain America costume, like the star and the A in the forehead, but it's not tacky, it's not gaudy, it's not ugly. After several movies of Captain America and Avengers, they finally, in my opinion, perfected the costume in Civil War. I think this is the best costume that Captain America has worn. This is quite ironic because usually if you stray too far from the comic book look of these characters, like the Green Goblin and the first Spider-Man movie, for example, or like most recently Iron Fist, who didn't even appear in his costume, there would be a lot of fan outrage. But with Captain America, you could say that they strayed far from the comic book look, but everybody, all the fans understand that that look just does not look good in the big screen. Anyway, so here we are with the Captain America tutorial. What you guys need, as usual, for this is a pencil, an eraser, any type of white paper, and black ink pens with different sized nibs for inking afterwards. As you're watching, remember that you can pause this video at any time so that you guys can catch up on your drawings. Remember, we all draw at different speeds, so find a pace that works for you and stick to it. And also, if your drawings look a little different than mine, that is completely acceptable as well. A word of warning before we begin. When I started this tutorial, it was nice and quiet in the studio, but then when I kept on going, there was like lawn care people outside who started mowing the lawns and cutting the grass and with their leaf blowers just blowing everything. So I tried my best to avoid those. There's a couple of like rather obvious cuts in this tutorial, and you can hear the lawnmower and the leaf blower in the background of some of it. But please forgive me for those. It's not my fault. But despite all of those, I think everything else is pretty good. So I'm going to continue with this tutorial anyway. So having said all of that, you guys, let's get right to the tutorial. Okay, so for this Captain America drawing, we're going to attempt to draw him full body this time around. And that means we're going to draw his head. It's going to be right here. It's going to be a little bit small. He's going to have his shield here, and he's going to have his legs spread wide down here. So let's get started. As you guys can see, I've got my paper in portrait mode for this drawing. And I'm going to start by drawing a head, or a circle, kind of at the top of my page, right around here. And as you guys can see, it's a little more to the left of my page. So about that big is good. And then I'm going to draw two straight lines going down. And then they get narrow. And the chin, I'm going to make the chin slightly rounded. Looks like this. So of course, he's going to have a chin strap right here. So that's about the size of the head that we want. Okay, so from this little point, I want you to measure about this much down from this point right here. So about this distance going down from the head. That's where we want the top of the shield to be. So I'm going to start. So once you figure out this point right here, what you can do is you can find a spot here, one here, and about this far down the page. Okay, and that is where I'm going to start shaping the shield. So it is about, it's hard to estimate right now, but this part should go about a little bit somewhere along the similar line as the side of his head here. And once you have that, you guys, just to make that circle. And that's probably the toughest thing, is making the circle for the shield. But what you need to do is you just figure out the top, bottom, left, and right, and just work 1/4 at a time, and move your wrist instead of your fingers. Okay, keep your fingers stiff and just move your wrist, and move your paper. And just try to get a nice flow. And this does take some practice, you guys. And as you guys can see, it's not quite a circle because of the way that it's angled. It is slightly angled, so it's not going to look quite right. And don't worry if your circles are a little bit off, that is fine. I also have that problem sometimes, so, you know, let me adjust this one a little bit more. There you go. And you see, just use your eyes to see if you see any eyeballs, or not eyeballs. See if you can find some bulges, and if you do find some bulges in this, just adjust it, just like that. And take your time on this. And once you're finished, it should look like that, okay? And that is probably the hard part, to be honest with you guys. Okay, so let's start shaping his body. From here, we're going to draw kind of a curve like that for the shoulder. And we're going to go back over here, just below. A strap going down. This one's curved. And then over here, we'll make this one straight. Okay, and this is about the right amount of distance that we want, actually. So this is a good place to end it. And we want the shoulder to come out from here, going out to there. And then here's the chest. It sort of goes like this. And then it goes straight across. From here, we go down to the shield. We'll go up here again, curve like that. And then this is where we're going to put the other shoulder. So imagine drawing a circle again, right around here. Back up here again, and we kind of want the strap to go that way. And from here, it kind of just goes down like that, okay? And the arm kind of goes out like this. So this is the easy part. Like I said, the hard part is trying to get the shape of the shield right. Now let's go over here. It goes wide and then narrow. And then same thing, we start down here. It goes wide and then narrow like this. And about this far, we're going to draw the wrist. Okay, now let's draw the hand. Okay, here's the thumb. And then we're just going to draw the wrist like this. One little line, one curved line, then 1, 2, 3, and then just close that off. So we'll leave it like that for now. We'll worry about that once we get there. Okay, so you should have this shape for Captain America now. Let's start drawing the legs. And we're going to start off right here is a good spot. And just draw a shape, or just draw a line that kind of goes like this. You want it to go like that. And then we'll go down here, and we want it to go like this. So that's how we want his foot to go. And then the other foot kind of goes from here, and it just goes like that. Okay, and here goes like that. So you want to try to figure out where the legs are going to go first, and then we'll draw in the legs after. I made this one a little bit wider than this, but that's because the thigh is kind of wide, but we can fix that later on. Okay, so once you have those, let's figure out where we're going to put the knee. The knee is going to be right around here, and I'm going to draw an oval that's off to the side. We're going to do that for the knee. Actually, let me bring this up a little bit higher. This is a good height. So right here is a good spot for it, and I am going to adjust the size of it. So it goes like that, and then goes wide again. And this is where I want it to end off. So I'm going to draw the feet right around here. So I'm going to draw a little line right here, kind of goes in, and then over here it goes down like this. I'm going to draw a little line like that. So there's the foot, and then we're just going to shape this like that and like this. Okay, over here, the knee is going to be covered at the top. Okay, and then we'll draw the boot, the top of the boot as well. I'm going to draw it right here, and this one I'm going to draw right around here is good. Okay, and then for this one I want the foot. Okay, here's the top of that, where the foot starts. Over here I want it to start over here, and then it just makes its way down to there, just like that. Okay, so once you have that, that is our Captain America drawing. Let's start with the face now. And for this one, like I always say, don't worry about it looking like the actor. So for Captain America, of course, just don't worry about it looking like Chris Evans. What you're trying to do is get a likeness for Captain America. So I erased the line, I erased the bottom of that circle, and I just drew a center line like this. And I'm going to draw the eye line right around here. And then here's where I want the mask to, like where the nose piece of the mask is. The helmet, it goes down like this and like this. And then across. And it goes up like that. Okay, I'm going to find two spots right here on opposite sides. We're going to draw the eye holes. So it just goes down, around, to the side. Just like that. And two lines like this, and then we're going to close it off right here and right here. You want to make sure that these two are similar in size. I got one slightly smaller than the other, so I'm going to make a little adjustment at the top. Now let's get into the little detail, which is little details. Make sure you grab a sharp pencil for this. Let's draw the eye. I'm going to draw the top of the eye narrow and straight. Looks like that. And then I'm going to curve the bottom of the eye. So it looks like this and like this. Okay, try to make sure they're symmetrical. And draw it lightly so that if you make a mistake, you can easily erase it. Okay, I'm going to draw another half circle at the top. So now it looks like he's looking up. And you don't want to fill that in because Captain America does have bright blue eyes. That's what he's known for. Okay, here's the nose. Nose goes down to that point and kind of goes up like this and here. And then I'm going to draw two lines right here. There you go. Let's reshape just the little nose part of the mask so that it goes around the nose properly. I'm going to continue this line right here. I'm going to draw one little line going down like that. I guess you could do it on the other side too. Okay, now he's going to have straps going down the side, so we'll do that. But before we do that, let's shape this mask first. This line right here, I want this to extend out and then goes down. It curves like this and then goes down to there. So here extends out, goes down and then in like that. So it creates this shape right here. And then from here now, we're going to draw a line going up like this and like this. We'll do that several times. Here's another one and here's another one. And we'll do one more on the side here and here. Okay, let's reshape the top of the head. And then what we're going to do now is we're going to draw two lines like that for the brow. And then right here, right around there. So from here to here, about center, we're gonna draw a little line, and that's gonna be the top of the A. And then we're just going to shape that letter A. Goes down like this, across like that. And there's the upside down V, and then a little bar across. So there's the A right there. He's got a design right here that goes like this. And just two lines like that. Okay, so now that's the helmet, and he's got ears coming out over here. Now you want to draw the ears higher up. Usually the ears are on the eye line, like the top of the ear is along the eye line, but of course since he's looking down, his ears are going to be higher up like this. So there and there, and then give the ear some details inside. Okay, so there you go. Here's the top of the lip. We're gonna make this one go across like that. We're gonna give him a frown. He's not gonna be smiling, this Cap. Here's the bottom of the lip. I'm not going to draw the lips on Cap, but what I am going to do is I'm just going to draw the chin, or the shadow under the lip where the chin kind of begins, and it kind of made it like a little triangle like that. Okay, over here is the strap, so I'm just going to draw a curve like this. Kind of sticks out at the bottom as well. And then from here, I'm just going to draw a faint line outside of it. So another line on the outside of that original chin jawline that we did. And then right here, we're going to draw kind of a line across here, a line across here, and then just round it off right here. So over here, just a line across right there where they meet, line across right here where this meets this line, and then just curve that, and you're good to go. You can add those lines right there, make him look even angrier. Some lines in here. So there you go. That's Captain America. It looks nothing like Chris Evans, but that's okay. Okay, so the body, the chest is going to go down. We're going to start here, and it just goes down like this. Find a spot right here, and this is going to be where we're going to put the star. It goes down like this, and from here goes down like that towards the shield. Okay, now I'm going to draw a line going across like this as well. You notice that it's all curved, so this is curved, slightly curved. This one's more straight. Okay, end it here and here. This one we're going to bring it down to here in a curve again, and from here to there in a curve. Okay, so let's shape that star so that it looks good. Make sure that the star doesn't look too outstretched. You want to try to make those the sides of the star kind of come out like within a similar shape, you know, like not the same size, but roughly, what am I trying to say, proportional to each other. Okay, so once we have the star, what we're going to do is we're going to outline the star, and with each corner here, the outline is going to have a flat line like that, but we're not going to outline the bottom, so just the sides. Okay, flat line, and then goes here and here. I'm not going to draw the flat line over here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this line go this way, and then this way to the bottom of the jaw. And then same thing over here. This goes this way, and then in like that. Okay, so let's continue. From here now, I'm going to draw a line from here, kind of above this line right here. Let me zoom in. From here, a line going to the shoulder like that, and from here, a line to the shoulder as well. Looks like that. And then over here, it goes to that point. So from here, it goes to, it goes along like this, and it starts to curve up like that. And then here, just like that. And then over here, just a little curve. And here we have a curve in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to just bring that back to this point and this point right here. So we're going to go from here, going out to that curve, and goes back. So it creates this distinct, very like militaristic look to his costume, which is this is the costume that is in Age of Ultron and also Civil War, because it's very similar. It's just the colors are slightly different. Okay. All right. So let's go over here now. We're going to do this strap right here. We're going to bring that line down. I'm going to draw a little square right there with a square inside. And then from that, I'm going to draw two lines going this way and two lines going up this way. And then I'm going to draw another triangle right there. Okay. Okay, let me continue this going up. But as you get to this point, I'm going to make it go slanted and then up. Okay, the same thing happens on this side. From here, I'm just going to draw this line going straight. Here, I'm going to draw, you see how I made the square kind of right along this spot right here? We'll do the same thing here. So here's that same spot on this side. I'm going to draw a rectangle this time around with a rectangle inside. Okay, two lines going down from it. and 2 lines going above it. It goes up like that. Okay, over here, narrow little line. As you get to this buckle, it goes out, and then it goes up, just like that. And right here, we're going to draw another rectangle right there for the strap. Okay, now let me just erase that shape. From here, where we started, or where we created this little line right here, I'm going to draw a line going across the shoulder, and then curve, and then in. So you have this shape like this. Okay, now we're going to draw another line right here, and another line going across, like that. And then right here, we're going to draw, sorry, that was kind of off camera, one short line going across, another short line like that, and then we're just going to round off the bottom. And then over here is a circle with the Avengers logo. Circle, little line going through like this, line going down, and then line going across. So that's just a simplified version of the Avengers logo, but that's what it looks like. Okay, here, line going across. This is the white part of the his arm, and it looks like that. Now let's bring this in this way, and it goes up like that. Okay, here it rounds off like that, and then it turns. Do that twice. Okay, another one here does the same thing, and there you have it. That is the shoulder. Let's go on this side. Let's do the same thing, but then we're going to start right here. We're going to bring this up like this. Okay, here we're going to draw a line going in like that, and then curves like that. Let's continue from over here, round off that shoulder, and then I'm going to draw this little shape right here. That's of course for this, what do you call it? This shoulder pad. So this is the shoulder pad on this side, and it looks like that. Right, now let's zoom out. Let's continue the chest actually. So let's go over here. Let's draw where the chest kind of goes across to there. Okay, see this little line that we left off? Continues down here, and then goes down and kind of goes back around to the bottom of the chest. And same thing over here. You don't really see much of it. Okay, from here, this goes down like this. Okay, here, this goes down, and then we draw a line going in like this. And then here's the red and white stripes. You don't really see a lot of the stripes, so here's just a line going down. This is the red part, and this is the white part right here. Okay, let's do the forearm. First, I'm going to draw where the glove sort of ends. A little sliver of white right here for the bicep. Okay, here now. Padding on that side, looks like that. This goes around to this side. Close that off. Okay, so that's the blue part. Now let's do the brown part of the arm, or of the forearm, which is part of the glove. This goes around 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, and then we're going to give this some depth right here. This goes in, then this goes back out. So it looks like that. Over here, we're going to draw a line going like this, and then down over here, kind of a little change right here, and then goes up again, and then goes around like this. So it kind of looks like that. Okay, this is where the brown ends off, and then this is a red part of the glove. Now let's draw the fingers. We're going to start off by placing the knuckles. So here's 1 knuckle, 2, 3, 4. It does look like it's made of metal, so it looks like he does have brass knuckles just to protect his hand. Okay, this goes across like this, like that. Okay, I'm going to cut that off right there, and then I'm just going to draw a line going out like that. I'm going to divide this into several fingers. This goes like that. Okay. Now the fingers go in like this. Of course, you want to make sure that your pinky is the smallest one. And then over here, I've got my thumb right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my thumb over this side of the finger, because that's what it naturally does when you make a fist. So here's my thumb. I'm going to change it. Goes like that, and then goes like this to the side. Okay, now here's where the fingerless gloves go. Draw a little curve there. here, 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 and here. So the fingers are sticking out of there. It goes in, and then over here I'm going to draw several lines so that it looks like he's got his finger kind of curled in like this. And then just fix all of these up. Here's the palm. And there you go. So we're pretty much finished the top part. Let's go, well, I got a few more details to do actually. This goes down like this, and it goes up like that, okay? This goes down and goes up like this. Okay, from here this goes like this, and then that goes like that. And from here this goes like this, and then goes this way. And I think that's it for that part. Now let's work on the legs. Let's start off by shaping the knee pads. And the knee pads have this, it's oval, but the top and the bottom are kind of straightened like this, flat. I'm going to draw 2 lines going down the middle of them. Okay, this goes in like that, and this goes that way, and then this goes like this, and this goes like this, and then rounded right here. And I guess we could do it down here as well. I can't really make it out from the reference photo, but let's do it anyway. So there's that. On the outside, I'm going to outline like this. So I'm going to start right here and just start outlining this way all the way till you get to the bottom part, and then it sort of just blends in with the rest of the lines you did. I'm going to draw a line going down on the side like this, and this line goes out like that. It's one of the seams. I'm going to draw a line right here. This is the line that goes down the center of the leg. Let's continue it going down, and then goes like that, okay? Some intricate details on the leg. You wouldn't think it'd be so detailed, but it actually is. Okay, let's start off over here. This goes across, a slight curve to it. It goes up like that into the shield. Okay, right here, there's going to be a little bit of either a pocket or a padded area for the leg. It goes like that. Okay, down here, goes like this, kind of curves, and then goes in like that. Okay, now let's go up at the top here. I'm going to draw a little line like this. This goes down like this, so it makes this little rectangle there. Okay, from here, goes this way and then up. Okay, over here it goes up like this. Now let's go over here. Let's just draw this line going straight up, but over here it goes up this way and then up again. Okay, now over here, last thing, goes up and then diagonal, kind of into the shield like that. Okay, now we're going to start right here. Well, let's figure out where we're going to end the boot first. So here's where the boot starts. Now, right here, kind of bunches up right here, like the fabric of his pants bunches up in the top of his boot. And right here, just some wavy lines where the fabric is sort of folding. Looks like this. Just give it some wrinkles. Now onto the boot. Goes down right here. We hear it's a little more wrinkled. Okay, when you get to the ankle, you just sort of wrinkle goes in like that. Okay, so now here's the foot part. What we're going to do is we're going to draw this little curve like that. It goes down to the bottom. Okay, let's draw the sole. It goes like this. Okay, a little line right here. From here, this goes out like that. So this is the brown part of the boot, and here's the black part of the boot right here, and the sole. And the sole goes up in the front like that. So it curves out and goes back down. And then here, just going to draw another curve, goes up, goes sideways, goes like that. Okay, and now from here goes out like this. And then here, I'm just going to make it go around. That's a lot, it looks a lot better that way. So that's what it looks like right there. Okay, right here, I'm going to draw a square. Right here, I'm going to draw a square as well at the top. And then the sides of the squares go out like this. And then they kind of go down the side of this square. And then they go across like that. Okay, here, there's a red part to the boots. Goes up and then goes around, and then comes back up over here and goes down like this, down to about here, and goes out to the back like that. Okay, and there is some details to the boots as well. So this goes down, and then like that, and goes down like this, and then over here goes out like this, and here as well. So a line there and a line here. I'm gonna make an X and a square, another X right here in this square. Over here, it's gonna be a line like that. The other side doesn't seem to have it though. So I'm just gonna draw a line like this right there. And you know what, let's leave it like that. Let's go to the other side and let's finish this off. So again, let's start with the kneecap, or the knee padding. Flatten the bottom. Okay, from here and here, kind of goes in and then goes up and then goes out like that, right? Okay, a curve up here and a curve down here. Okay, some outlines to it here and here. This goes, I'm going to draw 3 lines going out to the side right there. And then over here gets narrow and gets wide again. Over here, start adding some wrinkles to the top of the boot. Draw the top of the boot, some wrinkles right here. And then now let's just create some fabric folding. Okay, so it looks like that. Now the boot, let's draw the sides of the boot. This goes in to there and then wrinkle like that. And over here, this goes down like this. Here's the brown part where it ends. Okay, here's the sole. Goes across this way and this way. Bottom of the foot right there. Okay, over here is the front of the boot. And the back of the boot, you don't see much of it, so it's just a straight line going down, across. Okay, let me draw a line going down so that we know where to draw this line right here. So let's draw it here. Here's a square, square. Okay, start off on the sides, connect, and this goes down, goes like that. Okay, now this goes down as well, and then off to the side, and then 2 lines across right there. Make an X here and an X here. And then over here, that shape. And then over here now, the red part of the boot goes like that. Don't really see much of it. Just goes across like that. And that's it. Okay, let me zoom out. There's Captain America with a lot of little details on it. Now all we have to do is figure out where and how to shape the shield. Let's start at the top of the shield, and we're going to draw a curve going all the way down to the bottom. So where you think the center line is going to go, that's what it looks like, and you want that curve. Try to get that curve right, because that's pretty important in trying to do Captain America's shield, is that curve. Okay, now over here, I'd say the center is about over here. Well, before I mention anything about the lines going across, you notice that this right here, this little half circle shape, is a lot bigger than this right here. Okay, now the center, I believe the center is going to go right around here. Also got a curve to it. So it's not quite at the center of your circle. Okay, so it's right here. Now what you want to do is you want to start shaping, or you start drawing those circular stripes, not really stripes, but you know, the red and white. And over here, as you guys can notice, over here it's kind of wide, but over here it's narrower, and that's intentional. So once you have these 4 sides, top, bottom, left, and right, then use your wrist again to start shaping a circle inside. And try to make sure that this right here is a gradual change. So right here, you don't want this to get too narrow too fast. So I'm going to fix that up. Looks like that. Okay. And then over here, gradual change, make sure it looks natural. Use your wrist and not your fingers. I'm moving my wrist as I go. And you will smudge your picture along the way. I am smudging it right now, you guys might be able to tell. Okay, so that's one circle right there. Let's draw another circle. And then let's draw another one right here. Okay, one right here and here. And then here and here. And then right here it's narrower, of course, here and here. Okay. Okay, 1/4 at a time, just shape those lines, those curves. Move your paper so that it makes it more natural for you to do those curves. And you're not going to get this like perfect. I'm not going to get mine perfect. And that's okay. Okay, last one. There you go. So look at it, make sure everything looks good. If it looks a little off, that's completely fine. Okay, so now you're left with this semicircle, or this circle inside the shield. And then now what you do is from here, go down and start making that star shape. Line going across like this. And from here, like this, and here to there. Okay, so that's it, you guys. It's quite a bit of detail. I do apologize for the cuts in this video. There is a lot of noise going on outside, and I've had to pause this video several times just to let the noise pass. They're doing some sort of lawn stuff going on outside. But anyway, thank you for watching. And this is Captain America from Civil War, the movies. It's Chris Evans. And I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And that is all the time that we have today. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of this tutorial video. I hope your drawings of Captain America turned out great. If you guys are proud of your drawings, I would love to see them. So please head on over to the Google Plus community and post your drawings there, or tag me on Instagram with your drawings. I would love to see it there as well. If you guys are curious about the equipment that I use to make my tutorials or to do these videos, I have a link to those in the description below. Clicking on those links helps to ensure that content creators like myself are supported so that we can continue making good stuff for you guys free of charge. And if you guys are feeling extra generous, I now have merchandise that you can purchase, such as Draw It To t-shirts, Draw It To mugs, and Draw It To mouse pads. And you can also purchase some of my art in my online art store, drawit2.storeenvy.com. Links to those are also down below. If this is your first time here, I would love to have you subscribe. Here in this channel, I show you how to draw your favorite characters in easy to follow, simple step-by-step instructions. So if you guys like what you see, please hit that subscribe button that is down below this video. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you guys liked this video, commented below, or shared this with your friends in social media. Speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and on my website, drawit2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of Captain America, plus all of the other coloring pages that I have from my tutorial videos here on this channel. Links to all of those are down below. Finally, thank you once again, you guys. And as always, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw it too. I'll see you guys in my next video. You guys ever have one of those days where just about everything is going wrong for you? When I got down to doing the tutorial at my drawing desk and I was recording, everything was going great, and then all of a sudden a bunch of people came, like some lawn care guys, and they started working outside. It got louder and louder, and they got closer and closer to my window here, which is near my desk.